thank you for joining me today. I'm going to talk about ValOre, our company, our project in Brazil focused on platinum group element metals, platinum and palladium. We'll talk a little bit about the market for those precious metals, why we believe that Brazil in particular is a very, very interesting and prospective jurisdiction to be investing and building a mine today. So just by way of introduction, my name is Nick Smart. I'm the CEO of ValOre. I am a chemical engineer by training. I studied in South Africa, University of Cape Town, and spent a number of years working for Anglo-American, building mines for them around the world. I was involved in building mines in South Africa and in Namibia. I spent a significant amount of my career in Brazil. I spent about 6 years in Brazil developing the Barro Alto nickel project for Anglo-American there. And then a number of years in diamonds working for De Beers. Very, very excited to be with ValOre now, in particular at this time. And we'll talk about the timing, market dynamics for platinum and palladium, but also to be joining the company ValOre, which has got this very, very prospective project in Pedra Branca in Brazil. Our chairman, Jim Pedersen, brings a wealth of experience, also together with Discovery Group, who we're a part of. Very, very significant background in M&A financing, some very significant deals that they've been involved in through the years, including Kaminak, Great Bear Resources and Great Bear Royalties, and Hathor, and among others. So we bring to this a really exciting combination of access, market understanding, access to capital, and then importantly the technical and operational skill to bring this project forward and into production, which is our aim, and we'll talk to today. So a little bit about Brazil. As I mentioned, I spent a number of years working there, and recently got back from a trip to Brazil, traveled around many of the regions and states of Brazil over 2.5 weeks. I must say I was very, very impressed with what I saw, the level of development that has been going on in the country, investment in infrastructure, a lot of it being driven by investment into the agricultural sector and the mining sector in particular. So we saw some really impressive projects going up. The Brazilian government, in my opinion, has done a great job of streamlining the regulatory process, which is something we'll talk about a bit today. The process to get licensing, to get operating. They've got a very smart system built around the ability to apply for a trial mining license and put up demonstration plants. And we visited a number of those operations and saw how they're leading the way to get operations going at an early stage, de-risk them at a small stage, and then develop full industrial operations after that, once cash flow is flowing. In my opinion, a really progressive way to develop and permit mining operations in Brazil. We spent a few days down in Sao Paulo, which is the financial capital of Brazil, and some really interesting discussions going on there about how these mining projects can be financed, and looking in particular at the Canadian model of financing exploration companies, and Brazil looking to implement that themselves. And then the last piece I think is worth pointing out about Brazil is the tremendous investment that they've made into the human capital aspect of it. So really, really impressed with the level of the geologists, mining engineers, metallurgists that we're seeing in Brazil. And obviously all of this being key to developing successful operations in the country as well. So the combination of all these things, in my opinion, is a fantastic, makes a fantastic time for us to be developing this project in Brazil. We bring to it our asset, the 100% owned Pedra Branca asset, containing 2.2 million ounces of platinum, palladium, and gold. I'll speak a bit more detail about that in a moment, but really importantly there, we've got what is an accessible near-surface ore body, allowing us to get into it early on at relatively low cost from a mining perspective, and then significant opportunities in terms of M&A potential as well, which another thing I'll talk about in a few moments. As I mentioned, ValOre being part of Discovery Group, we've got access to capital through the Canadian markets, and we'd like to leverage that to bring forward both our project, but also look at other prospective partnerships and acquisitions in the region. And then importantly, bringing to that the top tier talent. As I mentioned, Brazil's got excellent talent there, and we've certainly been beneficiaries of that, and have a very, very strong local team of geologists and exploration team, and building the operational team now as well to be able to execute on this project. A little bit about the market for platinum and palladium. It's a really, really interesting time. After a number of years of platinum and palladium being relatively depressed, we're really seeing significant momentum and significant growth in the prices as the sort of structural deficits that we see in those metals come to bear. So for at least the last 7 or 8 years, prices of palladium and platinum have been relatively depressed. As a consequence, there's been an underinvestment into new supply, and we're really starting to see that bite now as there's this growing deficit between the ongoing demand for platinum group elements and the gap in terms of supply coming on board. Big driver there being the use in autocatalysts, so a major driver of demand there in autocatalysts. And I think for a number of years there was an assumption that there would be a wholesale adoption of electric vehicles, reducing the demand for platinum and palladium. And really what we've seen in the last couple of years is that there's still demand from the internal combustion engine segment of the market, and a growing demand from the hybrid vehicle segment of the automotive demand. Interestingly, hybrids use more platinum and palladium in their autocatalysts than internal combustion engines. So really there's been a sustained level of demand there. But as I mentioned, supply has not come on to keep pace with that. And what we're seeing is an increasing deficit in terms of platinum. That's drawing through, and we're now seeing major price growth. So platinum up over 60% year to date, palladium moving strongly, also up 50% or more. And in our opinion, we can see a strong ongoing driver for that into the future. I always find it interesting when you wind back for the majority of the last century. Platinum has been the more precious metal. It's traded at a premium to gold. It's a significantly rarer element. It's more difficult to extract, find, and process. But really, in the last 10 years, we've seen this switch as the strong demand for gold has pulled through into prices. We've seen gold strongly overtake platinum, and in my view, platinum has lagged unfairly, and really now that's starting to come right, and we're seeing the real resurgence of platinum and palladium pricing, which obviously makes a very, very good time for us to be developing a project like ours in Pedra Branca. So a little bit about our project. We're located in the state of Ceará, which is in northeastern Brazil. Very fortunate to have excellent access in terms of paved highways. We're about 4 hours from the state capital of Fortaleza, which has a deep water port. So good road infrastructure, good electrical infrastructure, and a great base of support. So local community support out of the town of Capital Mor, where we are based. So our project at Pedra Branca, we have a 2.2 million ounce inferred resource there, graded at 1.08 grams per ton. I mentioned this is a near surface ore body, which distinguishes it from many of the other platinum palladium resources in the world, which tend to be deep level mines. So you're 700-800 meters down. A lot of investment there in terms of getting to the ore body. Ours is different. It's right up at surface. Mineralisation going right to surface, meaning that the ore body is a lot easier to get into. We're considering open pit mining as our method of choice, and obviously the fact that we are located in Brazil is an outlier as well. 90% of the world's platinum reserves, for example, are located in South Africa. Russia being the number 2 producer for platinum group elements. So this location in Brazil, as I mentioned, stable jurisdiction, great infrastructure in terms of electricity and access, makes it a really exciting place to be developing. And our ore body holds significant opportunity in terms of expansion there as well, through continued drilling. So just a little bit in terms of the path forward for us. We've undertaken a very significant program of exploration and drilling since we acquired the asset in 2019. We've doubled the size of the resource there, invested over $10 million in drilling. We're very comfortable with the resource that we've got there now. We've done a big sampling campaign and are in the process of doing the metallurgical test work at the moment. About to go into the next phase of larger scale metallurgical test work on that, with the aim of proving out the economics of the project. We're aiming at publishing our PEA during the course of Q4 next year, and then taking that forward through licensing and development, and very much the focus there being on bringing that operation into play. I mentioned a little bit earlier, we think Brazil is a highly prospective region from an exploration perspective, and also from an M&A perspective. So looking hard at other precious metals producers in the region at the moment. Hope to have some exciting announcements around that during the early course of next year.